Isn't Back to the Future your favorite movie of all time?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's a good movie. Do you like the other two?
I used to hate 3 as a kid, but I need to rewatch it.
Three's good. Listen, I
Uh,
love them all. They're all A+ movies in my opinion.
I like 2. And it's not as good as 1, but I like 2. I think two's fun.
I like two a lot. I have a heart like if I had to choose one of them, I to watch forever, it probably would be one. But I really like the other two.
I guess my problem with Back to the Future 2 is I just think it drags. Once they go to like the dark future where Biff is
Yeah, like the dark present where
uh
Biff is like Donald Trump
yeah,
and he's taking over the world.
yeah.
No, he's
From that
just taking
point,
over Hill Valley. Isn't he just taking
uh,
over Hill Valley?
he's like a mild celebrity.
Yeah.
Inside, you will learn how Biff Tannen became one of the richest and most powerful men in America.
I think once you get to that point in the movie, it kind of drags a
Yeah.
bit. They're all like honestly at worst B tier.
Yeah, this
And
was
that's
still though
that's a pretty
B
good
tier
pretty good movie.
B tier Back to the Future is still better than most movies coming out today. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I want to see him. It could be a series or whatever, but I just want to see what happens. Like more examples of like what happens if you like completely misuse the DeLorean.
I have the answer to your prayers, Aaron. There was a Back to the Future TV show where Doc's little shithead kids go around in the DeLorean and fuck shit up.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, there's an episode where one of Doc's kids goes back in time and stops Benjamin Franklin from getting struck by lightning, and because of that, the entire world is reverted to the Stone Age where there's no electricity. Which I'm like, that's not how it would work, but it's really funny.
That's my friend Martin logic.
Yeah, where if you like,
Where you-
like one person is responsible for everything, and no one else could have
Yeah.
done it but them.
You take out Martin Luther King from the world and racism prevails.
Yeah, there was no one else fighting racism in the 1950s. It was only Martin Luther King. That movie is like genuinely really funny though, and like it's good in some. I like how it starts as like a genuine like retelling of Martin Luther King's life from at a legitimately interesting angle. But towards the end, it just becomes Martin Luther King being confused about time travel, and they just ditch the whole civil rights aspect. They ditch the whole like autobiographical aspect just to be like, hey, it's Martin Luther King in the present.
My favorite part when they go back to the future and like segregation is back and like the best friend is friends with his bully just because they're both white.
My favorite example is because there's a character, there's like a Latina girl they hang out with, and when they go back to the dark future where Biff Tannen rules, she can't fucking speak English. She can't fucking speak English because Martin Luther wasn't there.
Maria, it's me, Miles. What are you doing?
¿Qué? No comprendo, no hablo inglés.
Martin Luther wasn't there, so she couldn't learn English. There's a part where they go up there and she's like been regressed to like a school janitor, and she's like mopping the floors on her hands and knees.
Low key racist as
Yeah,
fuck.
and I'm like, whoa.
I also really like the implication that Biff Tannen champions segregation.
He would. It's totally in line. I think they still show that in schools. I think they still show that.
I was watching that in like 5th grade, I think.
I
And, like-
don't think it was ever shown to me.
Oh, you know, they showed it to me in my school.
The only reason why I know about it is because a YouTuber I used to watch talked about it, and it was really funny.
Yeah, even a 10 or 11-year-old me saw that scene, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah. Forget Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, all these
yeah,
other
Rosa
people.
Parks, even like people before him.
Yeah. Yeah. Civil rights set back 10 billion years because Martin Luther King wasn't there.
Martin Luther King single-handedly stopped the Jim Crow laws.
Yeah. That's such a fucking funny movie.
I want to see the movie where Martin Luther King is having a civil debate with Biff Tannen.
He's talking to like Mayor Goldie Wilson. Is like, don't worry, Goldie Wilson. We're gonna clean up this town.
And then after Mayor Goldie Wilson, he becomes a mayor, and then it's a Latina girl who's the janitor instead.
That's just still so fucking like everything in the movie is just so different after they take MLK out of time or whatever.
I guarantee you that everyone who made that movie, like not everyone, but a vast majority of people behind that movie are white.
Had a pretty stacked cast, all things considered.
I don't remember who's in it.
They got James Earl Jones to be MLK's dad.
A man has no greater purpose in life than to serve his fellow man.
They
Oh,
got
that's
they got the Reading Rainbow guy to voice Martin Luther King when he was like in his 20s, I think.
Thank God. You and Yolanda are my life.
Shout out Reading Rainbow, by the way.
Yeah.
Take a look. It's in a book. Wasn't he also in Star Trek?
Who, MLK?
No. No, LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton, yeah. LeVar Burton was in Star Trek. It's fucked up.
My three favorite captains of the Starship Enterprise: Captain Kirk, Captain Picard, and Captain King.
What if MLK was
I
just a
didn't
random
watch-
like red shirt in one episode? What would happen then?
He gets shot by Biff Tannen.
It's horrible.
he grabs him and says, "Make like a tree and get out of here."
God,
What is this Biff Tannen Martin Luther King rivalry?
it's one of the greatest rivalries of cinema.
Yeah, right.
There's a part where where Biff Tannen and MLK are arguing, and Marty is like, "Yeah, he's gonna be great. He's gonna be Captain of Starship Enterprise one day."
And
like
then
the sound
you
of
take
that.
him out of the story, and then the Starship Enterprise is fucking crashed in the middle of some random planet.
Yes,
The Martin Luther King Biff Tannen feud is top 5 in cinema. I don't think it rivals fucking Al Capone and Luke Skywalker.
Stay tuned for the cast. Stay tuned for the FYC cast commentary on My Friend Martin coming next year.
No, we are not inviting Tyler to that. No way, no how.